Well, hey everybody, we're back on the island. Welcome to our Tuesday stream. Feels like it's been a while since we got lost at the Margaritaville resort in New York City. And look, we are in a much quieter space right now. And so I'm starting this stream off on the south side of the island. So of course today's stream is dedicated to the one and only Jimmy, and we're gonna explore some of the main spots just to give you an update how things are looking on the island. Of course, you're all aware of the giant second line parade we had on Saturday. 9,000 people on Duval Street. And the reason why we're starting here on the south side of the island is that over here was one of the first spots where Jimmy used to live. Well, actually, I think this is the first apartment he had in his name. It is now a timeshare resort called Coconut Beach. We're going to go to the other side, which was probably his main entrance. And it's right next to Louie's. And you can see they are tented for termites. It is September on the island. This is the time of the year where a lot of the businesses close down because it's really slow season. And that is where you do all the necessary repair work or you tend for termites. So Louie's is currently tented. Louie's has the after deck bar here, right on the water, has a first restaurant downstairs and a second one on the second floor. But I'm gonna take you guys to the main entrance on the other side. And this is this little square here, tucked away, south side of the island. Not sure about a sunset today, guys. It's really cloudy. We actually have a little bit of rain here. You might get a couple of drops on the lens. And although it is a bike ride, we do not have a second camera today because we're going to be on and off the trike. So a lot of maintenance work over here at the Casa Marina. Unrelated, just saying. They are doing a lot of work. Lots of renovations here at the Casa Marina Hotel. Just a little side note. Which might be why this side of the island looks extremely quiet right now. Between the maintenance work and the construction. So over here, this street is called Waddell Avenue. I love how it's called Avenue. It's teeny tiny. We've got a chicken crossing the road with her chick. We've got a kitty cat sleeping down there under the trailer. Hey there. Those are part of the termite tents. So every wooden house in Key West at some point will have to get termite treatment. So here we go. This is, I think it's 703 or 706 Waddell. And this is one of the first places that Jimmy lived in the 70s, and he used to walk over. Right over there where you see the termite tent. That is where the line in Reason with Hurricane Season actually comes from. He walks over to the bar. That would be Louie's after deck right there. So now called the Coconut Beach Resort. It is a timeshare, but I think you can also stay here. And I actually wonder if you can stay in what used to be Jim's apartment. I'm not really sure. And as you know, we also had a storm very recently, so you will see sand and seaweed in the streets still. And once we started doing the research, there were a lot more locations that we want to check out. But today we're gonna focus on the main ones. Also, to be able to give you an update, we're gonna head over to Margaritaville. We're gonna head over to the Shrimp Boat Studios. And right next to Louie's backyard here, under this beautiful termite circus tent, is Dog Beach. So you can bring your dogs to the beach. I swear they're gonna have a good time here. Thank you so much, Chris, for the super chat. I'm gonna get a little closer to the Louie's backyard and after deck bar, trying to ignore the danger, deadly poison signs here. Actually, what they do is they totally close it off, and then they put in the gas, so there should be no issue just walking by, and then they just leave it up 24 hours. Our neighbors just recently did it, and I was a little worried about the kitty cats, but all worked pretty fine. So yes, that's when you see those tents, that is because we have all those wooden houses. And over here is the bar entrance. Of course, right now it is closed because the whole Louie's building is closed, not just for the termite, but for the termites, but also for the month of September. But this is a really cool place. You can sit here. In winter, you actually do have a sunset a little further over to this side of the island, so you can even see the sunset. No matter what, even if you don't see the sunset, you're still gonna see nice colors. So that's a really cool place to come and have a couple of drinks here at Louie's, right next to Dog Beach. Again, we do have quite some seaweed after the last week's storm. So yeah, this is what September looks like in Key West. And yes, I already touched base on that earlier. We had 9,000 people on Saturday for the second line parade down Duval Street, honoring Jimmy. And that is why our next stop is going to be Margaritaville. See what's going on over there. If we have brought a couple of flowers to put down for the conch clan. And by the way, guys, I forgot to put the description in the video, but the address is there, so you can use that if you want to leave a card, a message, whatever you want, whatever it is that you want to share. You can send us those items and we will bring them to either the Margaritaville location or the Shrimp Boat Studios. If you want to leave a message for Jimmy, you can send that to us at the P.O. Box office. That is in the P.O. Box address that is in the video description. P.O. Box 116 here in Key West. So you can send us that and I will take it over and either send you a picture if I have your contact details, or we'll do another stream so you know that it has arrived. However, please do make sure it arrives here in Key West no later than next Monday. That would be the 11th. So if you want to send a little card or a little something just to put out in honor of Jimmy at the studios or Margaritaville, again, we just send it to us and we'll take it over. And then either send you a picture if you include your contact details so you know where your little message is, or we might cover it in one of the next streams, or if it's really personal, put it in an envelope, and of course we're not gonna open it in that case. Just let us know how you want it to be presented and we'll go out there and do it for you, because I know some of you were actually trying to come down on Saturday for the parade, and then obviously with Labor Day weekend and everything, it was kind of impossible with the limited amount of hotel rooms that we have on the island. It was impossible for some of you to come, but I know a lot of you want to pay their tribute, so you can do that. Again, our address is in the video description. Just send us your card and we'll bring it over, or your flowers, or anything. Maybe you want to send a little plush, I don't know, little handwritten note, a little flip-flop, a little shaker of salt. Up to you. Thank you so much, Bad Boy, for the super chat. So we are currently headed down South Street, and we are going to turn onto Duval Street and then head over to Margaritaville and on to the Shrimp Boat Studios after that. And we're not going to include all the places that Jimmy has lived. There were actually quite a lot. If I understand that correctly, in the beginning he also subletted and moved from place to place. So I think the place we were at next to Louie's was the first apartment actually in his name, his first very own apartment. But he also had an apartment pretty close to the Shrimp Boat Studios that he was subletting. And then in the very end of the stream, we're gonna head over to a bar, have a little toast. Of course, a Jimmy related bar. So we are turning onto Duval Street. So the Margaritaville restaurant is kind of towards the middle of Duval Street. So this is the quiet end. We are on the Atlantic side. We started the stream on the south side of the island. Might have seen the pictures. There were flowers and candles and everything at the Margaritaville restaurant here on Duval, the original Margaritaville. And we went and checked out the Margaritaville on Times Square, New York City on Saturday. We were a little late to raise a toast at 5 p.m. but we were a little close. And we had a little last mango in Paris, but little last mango in Paris margarita. But they didn't seem to have, any official, no official statement, nothing. It was just business as usual, which was really strange at the New York location. So I didn't really feel that was a very dignified stream. We got lost in the resort. Kind of ended up with the emergency exit stairs on the roof and something. So way more comfortable here today on the island. It's nice to get around on a bike. Hey Bob, I'm so sorry we missed you. I can't believe that we weren't even overlapping by a couple of hours. And welcome to everybody who's just joining us. We are doing a little Tuesday bike ride. Start off on the south side. We're currently riding down Duval and we are headed over to Margaritaville. You have seen the pictures. By Saturday noon there were lots of flowers and messages, and we're gonna see if more people left anything there. We brought a little something. We just got in this afternoon, so kind of did with what we had, but in honor of the Conch clan, we're gonna put a little flower at Margaritaville, one at the studios. Thank you, Easy and Rob, for the super chat. Here is another place that is closed for the month of September. As I mentioned earlier, September is the quietest month, and that is the month where the businesses take time off, close down, and do all the much needed repair work. Because trust me, this climate is tough on everything. Oh, thank you so much, Sandy. Crossing Petronia Street and the famous rainbow crosswalks. Actually, Margaritaville is closer to the Gulf side than it is to the Atlantic side. So now, after Labor Day weekend, the island is very quiet. Even Old Town Mexican is closed for the month. No Taco Tuesday today. Okay, let's see where we can park the trike. Okay, here we go. So here we are at Margaritaville. Leave the bike here. Let me try to not disconnect the camera while we do this. Thank you so much, Missy Tammy. So we are at the original Margaritaville. Now we brought a little flower. I don't want to put we actually do have candles, but I'm not really sure. Open flames and isn't probably a good idea. So we do have lots of flowers. We have coconuts. Let's add our flower to the coconut here. There you go. And you have the flip-flop. You have several lost shakers of salt. So we just left a little conch clan flower. And again, as I said earlier, if you're just joining now, you can send us your cards, you know, flowers, anything you want to either leave here at Margaritaville, at the original Margaritaville, or over at the Shrimp Boat Studios. Let us know. You can send it to us, to our P.O. box, and we'll bring it over here. And then if we have your contact details, we can send you a picture, or if it's okay with you, you know, we can cover it in one of the next streams so that you know that your message has arrived. So our P.O. Box address is in the video description. It's P.O. Box 116 here in Key West. So send us whatever you want to leave us for Jimmy, and we'll make sure it gets to there. Please do send it no later than, make sure we have it here in Key West by next Monday. Pretty please. On a side note, fresh flowers are very difficult in this climate. But anything you can think of, cards, messages, you know, I think we would even be able to stick something on the window. You can see some people brought coconuts. So here, that's the current status at the Margaritaville restaurant in Key West, the original. Alright, our next stop, we are headed over to the historic seaport, over to the Shrimp Boat Studios, another location where people are leaving their messages. Captain Cluckett always likes to go close to the water. And from there we'll go and have a little toast to Jimmy, have a little drink. And in order to get over to the seaport, we're going to take Caroline Street. Crossing Eaton Street, over there we have the Key West Theatre. As you know, in February, Jimmy did 4 concerts here in Key West, 2 at the theater in front of a very small crowd. I think it fits 200 people, just for the locals, and then the 2 dates at the amphitheater, where the tickets got like all bought up by a lot of resellers, unfortunately, and that's when he decided to add those 2 local dates for only 200 people, where you kind of had to stand in line in person with a local's ID to get your ticket. That was over here at the theater. And the last concert he ever played here in Key West was the one at the amphitheater, and that is the one where we were able to get into the concert like for the last hour or so, because we scored a ticket online, you know, after the concert had started, so you kind of really had to be right here All right, turning onto Caroline Street. And from here, Caroline Street over to the harbor. Actually, it doesn't run all the way to the harbor. We still have to turn again. Okay, intersection Caroline and Simonton. I read an article by a local who mentioned she might know who inspired the woman on Caroline Street. Okay, we're gonna turn onto Elizabeth here. So we're turning off Caroline Street and we're headed towards the Shrimp Boat Studios. If you're just joining us, we are on a little tour tonight, checking out the Jimmy Buffett locations and leaving a little flower. We left one at Margaritaville, and we're gonna do this now at the Shrimp Boat Studios for all our Conklin members. And again, if you want to send a little message and want to leave a personal note for Jimmy, you can send it to our PO box. The address is in the video description, and we'll bring it over to either location, either the studios or Margaritaville hotel. Not hotel, that's where we were stuck in New York. The Margaritaville restaurant here in Key West. And here are the studios. And we're gonna park here. Okay, Captain Cluckett's gonna stay here in the palm trees. Make sure we're not disconnected. I am taking my phone. And taking our little flower. We're not going to take the candles. I'm kind of worried with the wind. And here are the studios. And that seems to be the main spot where people are leaving their messages.
Parrot Head. Yep.
And we're gonna put our flour here next to the shaker of salt. So you might have seen from our posts on our Right on the Rock Facebook page that City Hall was playing Jimmy Buffett music all weekend, and the Conch Republic flag is flying. They lowered the Conch Republic flag halfway, so the city of Key West has been honoring Jimmy, of course. Okay, there isn't. Lots of stickers on this side too. So there are discussions about creating a mural. I'm not sure which side of the studios. So there is definitely going to be something done here. By the way, there also is a petition on change.org to rename the Key West International Airport, the Jimmy Buffett Airport, Jimmy Buffett International Airport. So you can look it up on change.org, and we will we'll share the link on our Facebook page later. So if you want to sign that petition, if you want to fly into the Jimmy Buffett International Airport in Key West, sounds pretty nice. So these are the Shrimp Boat Studios. Veronica's coming back down in a couple of weeks, and is asking if we think she's still going to be able to put something here in person. Now, I'm pretty sure people are going to continue to put things here at the studios, probably Margaritaville as well. I mean, all the people that brought actual flowers, they're obviously gonna be gone. They already kind of gone by now, with the local, you know, the local conditions. But I'm sure people will continue to bring things, and of course we will come back and check on this from time to time. Again, we will be bringing over your cards and you know, whatever you want to be put here, you can send to us. So we'll definitely be back over here in the next days and check that out. So we'll give you'll get regular updates. I guess if you bring something that can be stuck on the wall, that's definitely gonna be possible. We actually do have quite some conclaves that have their stickers on the wall a little further down here. So this is the current status here at the Shrimp Boat Studios in the Key West Harbor. We're not getting much of a sunset tonight. Everything is a little gray. Got some raindrops here. Okay. So from here we're going to head over to our final destination. With another quick stop. So now is probably a good time to go and raise a glass to Jimmy. Little toast. I guess we've been doing that ever since we heard the news on Saturday. Of course. So we had 9,000 people walking the streets of Key West on Saturday. And we just checked out Margaritaville and the Shrimp Boat Studios here. And from here we're gonna be headed over to our last destination for today. We are going to do another stream later this week or early next week, where we're gonna include additional locations or places that Jimmy has lived or places that he used to go. And we're currently compiling the information that we have. But on the way over to our next and final stop, we are going to ride by what we think to be his first apartment here in Key West that he was actually subletting from somebody else. And that place is on a little street called N Street. Only runs 2 blocks, so really close by the harbor here. And it kind of starts to rain a little more. So we actually might have to do this quick so that the equipment doesn't get wet. So we're currently on Green Street, and you'll see N Street runs from Caroline Street to Green Street here, and then it continues onto Front Street. It is a one-way here, but it's actually on this side from what I've been told. So this is the first place where Jimmy stayed, where it was subletted to him, so it wasn't his own place. That's the one over on Waddell where we started the stream. I think that counts as his first official apartment. And this is 123 to 125 N Street. It's now a dive center here. And where you see that no trespassing sign, over to 123. Let me see if I can get any closer here. See 123, that in the back, that is where he used to stay and party quite a bit from what I heard. So 123 N Street right here. Now a dive center. And it's time for us to go and raise a glass to the late and great Jimmy Buffett. So we are on our way to the place. What we heard was his first stop when he ever got to Key West, his first beer. And I think also kind of his first gig. Kind of going the wrong way here on Ann Street. All right, turning onto Front Street. So there is another location here that would be, if we were to turn left on Duval Street. We're not going to do that tonight. We're going to have more streams with additional locations. That is where Howie's Lounge used to be, his first regular gig, where he was opening for Coffee Butler. So that would be that way over there, right around the corner. We'll cover that in our next stream. But for tonight, we're going to close off this stream at the chart room here at the Pier House. Now it is tucked away. There is no sign. I hope we're going to find it. Let's just park the trike over here and head inside. Alright, I'm just gonna lock the trike and then we're gonna head into the chart room. So we are at 0 Duval Street here. Over here we have the no, that's the Gulf side. We started the stream on the Atlantic side. Hang on a second, guys. Don't fall over. Don't fall off the trike. I'm just gonna lock it up here. Actually, you're safer in here. Hang on. Okay, let's head inside the chart room. So at the Pier House, I'm not sure if we should take the main entrance. Let's go this way here. So it is pretty dark in there. I did bring a light for the camera. So over here we have the old cistern. I think that also used to be a bar at some point. And if you're not sure, you can probably walk through the main entrance and ask for directions. I think last time we walked through here. We can do this. So once you walk in here, then it's going to give you the directions, and it says chart room that way. So it's tucked away inside a resort, but it's accessible to everybody. Tiny little dive bar, hasn't changed much. There it is. Hello.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to the chart room.
Yes.
I've been told that before, and trust me, I have, and I have not followed that.
Those are peanuts.
Today I'm going to. I was
What are you having?
Ah, a little rum.
A little try to get some light here. But discreet. So this used to be a hotel room, right?
It was a hotel room, and in 1968 was transferred over to become a bar.
1968?
68.
Oh.
And Jimmy came here in 71.
And you can still see the hotel room. I'm trying to remember what it was like. I think you have the door over there. This used to be the bathroom. Yes.
More about
And this was the main room. Okay. And raise a glass.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. And that's why I don't know how late they're open.
Well, I just did
Thanks. Thanks. Let's go outside and have a chill. It's slowly recovering.
I live over the bridge. If you live over the bridge, you don't really go.
I'm going to put on some light here. Let's put on some light. Yeah. There we go. There is some light.
Quiet.
So here we are at the chart room. Cheers, everybody. Cheers to Jimmy. And we'll be at Captain Service tomorrow.
Yes, we will.
7:15. Ah, the lights out.
Malfunction.
Malfunction. Take care, everybody. See you tomorrow.
Cheers, everybody. Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.